Hello everyone, and welcome to Clarified Solutions post about discovering your purpose. So this week we've been building on prior weeks of conversations, and we're going to take a little bit of a deep dive into what makes the foundation of any business, and that is the purpose of the people working within it. So there are so many different ways to approach gaining a sense of purpose and being able to then express that and articulate that to different stakeholders within the business and external to the business. But first and foremost, what you can do is you can actually approach it from the perspective of considering what your unique passions are, what are your skills and expertise, what are your values, and also what unique talents do you have. So mapping this out and being really honest with yourself and the team that you may be working with will really assist people to discover what this particular purpose may be. So once a purpose has been established, what can actually happen is the layering of different business concepts can then come into play, such as creating a unique value proposition, which I'll be speaking about in the weeks to come. So in terms of finding your purpose, is this an activity which you have undertaken before? Are you a business owner yourself? And right at the beginning of your journey, you thought to yourself, so what is it that I uniquely offer my clients and the people that I may be working with? Hence, what purpose do I find in what I'm doing? Time being the most valuable resource that we have available to us is not infinite. So how we choose to invest our time needs to feel purposeful. In previous weeks, I discussed Abraham Maslow and his hierarchy of needs. So once the purpose is met and the needs are fulfilled at a basic physiological level, then a safety level, then a love and connection level, then a social level, self-actualization is the point in which we're jumping in now to work out what our purpose is, and it can be on a micro scale or a macro scale. What I'm going to do today is discuss it more on the macro scale. So for example, the investment of your time in a major project, it could be the beginning of a new business, or even the evolution of a business that exists and it's not feeling as purposeful and meaningful to the people who are contributing to it as it may be. So in terms of considering and building the purpose for this, there are so many different activities that can be done. Firstly, as a caveat, I would always recommend being as honest and open in terms of different strengths that you yourself or people that you work with bring to the table. Once you can determine what strengths are there and what areas for improvement there are, as I don't particularly believe in the term weaknesses, then you can start to scaffold a much broader picture that can make up the particular purpose or the mission or vision statement through which you are motivated to complete your work. So for example, for Clarified Solutions, the purpose that I have with my particular business is to ensure that my clients, their staff, have a heightened degree of satisfaction in the work that they do, that the business is efficiently and effectively operating and also sustainable moving forward, and also that the reach of the work that the creative businesses and the community organizations do is amplified in its magnitude. So see what I just did there? So I worked through a few different purposes behind the business that I run, and then the flow and effect that has to the stakeholders that sit outside of my business. So your personal and intrinsic purpose that motivates the action, especially when times are a little more challenging, actually has a much larger scope to incorporate the purpose that you can then inspire others with. I'd be really curious to hear your comments on discovering your purpose. Do you feel that this is something that you are already very much on track with, and you're living your purpose day in and day out, and all of your actions, thoughts, and words are aligned with your purpose as well? If so, I'd be really interested to hear what the results would be for you if this is the case. And if not, feel free to comment and ask any questions or for advice about how you can actually increase the sense of purpose in the work which you're doing. So if you'd like more information on this, please follow me on Instagram. The handle is Clarified Solutions Services, or follow my business Clarified Solutions page, the handle being Clarified Solutions. I look forward to many more discussions with you in the coming weeks, and I'm actually going to be hosting a presentation discussing the foundations of creating a unique value proposition. So that's going to be coming up in the first week of August, and I'll be sharing more details with you in the lead up to this particular event. Take care, and I look forward to hearing from you very soon. Cheers.